Well, hey everybody, welcome to FV App Groups, where we apply the message we heard on Sunday at Freedom Valley Church.
And we're in the second week of our church camp series. Think of this as like church boot camp, what church should be. And we're covering our core values during this series. This week, Candace talked about how it's we church, not me church. And if you just flip that M upside down, you get the right thing. It's all about us being together as a church, not me and what I can receive as a church. And as a pastor, this is a difficult one for me because people are constantly coming to us looking for us as pastors to solve their problem. Yeah. And even in that terminology, I'm saying us pastors, right. But they come to the church saying, fix it. I need you to fix my life, not saying I want to be a part of a thriving community where we work together on solutions for all of us. And that sounds so weird, but that's what we see in the early church. We see a group of believers who gathered together, prayed daily, shared everything, spent time together. They were a fellowship, a family. So when you're thinking about church, how are you part of the we? How are you fitting into the community? And that's so important. That's one of the things Candace talked about.
Right, and when you make the church about you, you're making the church something it isn't, because the church is about a we.
Yeah.
And as soon as you say, well, what am I getting out of church? Am I being fed necessarily? Are things geared towards me? Is the worship the way I like it? You're making church something it's not meant to be. Church is meant to be about the whole. But I also think that every individual we talked about has different unique traits that makes the church a better whole. So it's not like it's not about the individual. It also is in a way, but it's the combination of all of our unique individualities. And so it's important, I think, for us to notice, and maybe you guys can discuss this tonight, but who around you is different from you at church that's helping you be a better person. Maybe they're different from you because they're more organized. That would be everyone around me except
for Jason,
right, is more organized than me, and that's really helpful for me to see. I learn from that. I gain from that. Maybe me being more outspoken is helping somebody else. I don't know.
That's good.
But maybe discuss that in your group. Think about who around you is different.
The principle here is something we see in nature and in science. That the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Yeah. If all of us are independent, we can only do so much. Or if all of us are looking to take care of ourselves, we can only do so much. But when we become something greater, the church, Jesus Christ's church, we can become the hope of the world. We can solve the problems in each other's lives by bringing Jesus into those situations and helping and loving and sharing. So the whole is definitely greater than the sum of the parts. So the question I see here is, in what ways have you been only focusing on your part and not being a part of the whole? How has it been about me when it should have been about we? I think we should all look internally, because if you look at others and say they're making it about them, that's not the point. How am I still making church about me? And maybe for me, this is applying it in the worship setting, or it's applying it in the work setting, or applying it in whatever. How have I, in the past, made church about me? Maybe I don't like to get there earlier. Maybe I don't like that they keep asking for this. Maybe how have I made it about we? How can I make it about we?
Yeah, instead of how is the church causing growth in me, how am I causing growth in the church? How am I changing something? So tonight in your groups, I hope you have a great discussion thinking about those things.
We'll see you soon.